we are going to talk about modal auxiliaries. This is the grammar section of your English syllabus. So keep in your mind that you need to follow some rules and you need to understand what I'm talking about. And you need to do more and more practice so that your grammar becomes more and more powerful. Modal auxiliaries are auxiliary verbs that lend different shades of meaning to the main verb to which they are attached. Modal helps to express the mood or attitude of the speaker and convey ideas about possibility, probability, necessary, obligation, necessity, advisability, and permission. So basically, modal auxiliaries is providing information like possibility, probability, necessity, obligation, advisability, and permission. Now, what are the different modal auxiliaries? So modals don't have an S or ed or ing at the end name. So he can drive. So can is the modal auxiliary here. Can is the modal auxiliary. It cannot have S or can or canny. We cannot use this kind of words, right? Don't use an infinitive with modals. He can go. He can to go. So this is an infinitive. Whenever you attach to with a verb, it is an infinitive verb, right? So you can't attach modal with infinitive. To form the negative, put not after the modal, right? For example, he should not go. So if you want a negative of the modal auxiliary, put not. Here you can see he can play football, he could play football, he may play football, he might play football, we must play football, we must not play football, we ought to play football, we shall play football, we should play football, we will play football, we would play football. So these all things are different. Can, could, may, might, must not, ought to, shall, should, will, would. These are all modal auxiliaries. So here you can see the positive long form of modal auxiliary. Can, could, may, might, ought to, should. Then the short of modal auxiliaries, comma with a D, will. So you can use comma with double L to, this is the short form of positive modal auxiliary, would. Right, comma and D, you can utilize it for short form of modal auxiliary. Negative modal auxiliary, cannot, right? Can't is the short form. Could not, couldn't is the short form. May not, right? Might not, might, right? That is the short form. Ought not to, oughtn't to, shouldn't, right? Should not, then the short form will be shouldn't. Will not, won't will be the short form. Would not, wouldn't will be the short form, right? So these are some long form of positive form of modal auxiliary and negative form of modal auxiliary with a shorter version of it. Now, when to use can? So whenever there is an ability to do something, you use can. I can speak English, so I am able to speak English, right? Whenever you want to give permission to do something or you want to take permission, right? Can I go to cinema? That will, at that time you have to use the modal auxiliary called can. When you want to request also, you utilize can you wait a moment? Offer, if I want to give offer, can I offer you something? So here also the same thing is utilized. I can lend you my car till tomorrow, that is an offer. Suggestion, can we visit grandma at the weekend? This will be my suggestion, right? Possibility, it can get very hot in Arizona. So in all these things, can is utilized as modal auxiliary. Then could, ability to do something in past. Can was also ability to do something, but when you want to, when the ability was done, ability to do something in the past, then you have to use could. I could walk when I was 2, right? Then permission to do something in past. Could I go to the cinema, please? Could you wait a moment, please? A polite question, right? Then also you have to utilize could. Polite request in the past. I could lend you my car till tomorrow, right? Polite suggestion. Could we visit grandma at the weekend? Possibility, it could get very hot in Montana, right? So whenever you want to utilize could for the ability to do something in past, you can utilize it. Whenever you want to take permission, in the past, to be allowed to, then you have to utilize could. For polite question, polite request, offer, suggestion, possibility, everything you can utilize could. May. May is also possibility. It may rain today, right? Permission to do something in present. May I go to cinema? Polite suggestions like may I help you? So may is utilized for possibility, permission to do something, and polite suggestion. Now possibility, might is utilized. It might rain tomorrow, right? And when there is a polite question, then also we can utilize might, but it is not very common. Like might I borrow your pen? People generally don't use might. Now should is used for advice. Now suppose if I say you should exercise, you should not smoke, right? So when you utilize should, it is a good idea, a good advice. And when you are utilizing should not, it is a negative form of should, right? Model auxiliary. Ought to is equals to should. So suppose if I say you ought to drive, then it's you ought to drive carefully. That is also you should drive carefully. So both the sentences are same. I ought to study tonight. I should study tonight, right? Both the sentences are same. Ought to and should can be utilized both ways. Both are advices. Both are utilized when advice is given. Now must. Whenever you have to do something in necessity, then you utilize must or have to. Legal terms, you have no choice. Strong possibility. When the possibility is too strong, when there is something legal and when there is necessity of something, you utilize must. For example, I must go to supermarket today. So all my groceries over at the home. So I have to compulsory go to shopping market. So I have utilized must. I have to go to shopping market today, right? Necessity. Legal terms. You must have a valid driver's license. You have to have a valid driver's license. So you can understand this is driving license is compulsory. So you must have. Strong possibility. You have been driving for 10 hours. You must be tired. Suppose if any person who is driving for 10 hours will be tired, of course. So the possibility is strong. So that's why we can utilize you must or you have to. Then must not is for negative form of modal auxiliary. Like suppose you must not drive without valid driving license. You must not drink and drive, right? So prohibition of something which should not be done in any form. Okay. So must is equals to have to, as we know, we must talk about it, we have to talk about it, right? Must not is strong obligation not to do something, but must not is not as same as don't have to, right? When we say we must not talk about it, we have a strong obligation not to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it, there is no need. So when you don't have any need, you utilize don't have, right? But this is must not is used for not to do something strongly. It is compulsory, not allowed. And here don't have to means don't have the need. I don't need to drink water, right? It's like that. Fine. So we don't have to talk about it. There is no need to talk about it. That's what the statement says. And must not is not equal to don't have to. Right? Those two are different. But must is equal to have to. Right? We must talk about it. We have to talk about it. Both the thing shows that it is compulsory. But must not and don't have to here you can see are not equal. Right? Must not is different. It is strong obligation of not to do something, and don't have to is that there is no need. Right? Then must not versus don't have to. We use must not to express strong obligation not to do something. We must not talk about it. It's confidential. I must not eat chocolate. It's bad for me. You must not phone me at work. We aren't allowed personal calls. They must see us talking, or they will suspect something. We use don't have to state that there is no obligation or necessity. We don't have to get three there on time. The boss is away today. I don't have to listen to this. I'm leaving. You don't have to come if you don't want to. Right? He does not have to sign anything if he does not want to at this stage. I don't have to go only if I want to. right? So these are, I am not needed to go. That's what the last statement says. I don't have to go, right? So this is the difference between it. You can see it by statement. We must not talk about it, and we don't have to get there on time. So there is no need to get there on time. So you can see the difference, that how this is showing a strong obligation and how this is showing that there is no need. Then what is will utilized for? Will is utilized for request, demand, order. Will you please close the door? Prediction. I think it will rain today. Promise. I will stop smoking. Spontaneous decision. Like, can someone give me a ride? I will. So it's a spontaneous thing. Spontaneously say, yes, I will give you a ride. Right? Promises like, I will not do this thing. Predictions like, I think it will rain on Sunday, right? So for this, will is utilized. Would is utilized for would is more polite than will. So would you close the door, please? So whenever it is more polite and you are requesting more, then utilize would. So here are some questions which I am dictating to you. You think what answers can come in the blank, and after that we'll discuss the answers of it. My grandfather is 85, but he still read and write without classes. So he has the ability to read. So what can we utilize? Can, could, or may? Then second is, I come with you. Right? Dash, I come with you. Permission, what you need to utilize. Third, dash, you help me with the housework. Please, it is a polite request. Then fourth, there was a time when I dash stay up very late. Past stability, what you have to utilize. Fifth, you dash not lose any more weight. You are already slim. It's a necessity. Sixth, we dash make the first move. It's a prohibition. Seventh, it is snowing outside, so I stay at home. It's an intention. Eighth, I dash get you a shawl for Kashmir. Promise. Dash. Ninth. Dash, you mind if I borrow your car? Permission. Dash. You take care of my dog for a day. It's a polite request. 11th. Our country dash becomes a superpower by 2025. It's a possibility. So whatever I am dictating you, suppose if I said my father is 85, but he dash still read and write without classes. So the sentence will be related to ability to do something. Here it will be related to permission. Here it will be related to polite request. Here it is past ability. Here it is necessity to do something, right? Here it is about prohibition. Here is about intention. Here it is about promise. Here it is about permission. Here it is about polite request. And here it is about possibility. So according to that, you have to think about the answers, all 1 to 11. Rewind your video again, write your answer in the fullscape, right? And after that, you can check your answer here. So these are the answers from 1 to 12. You can see, and you can correct your answers if something is wrong, right? So rewind the video again and again, think about it, what answers you can give, and according to that,